Morning, everybody. This is the snake from the Garden of Eden. Okay, um, well, let's put this guy right here. it's actually it's actually my little guys. Good morning. It's Monday morning, and today we're going to talk about remote viewing the Earth Cross or the Celtic Cross, and this happened back in 2000. It was Christmas 2015. No, no. It was after Christmas. It was it was 2016, more towards the spring. It was, yes. It would have been more towards the vernal equinox, I would say, of 2016 in Winnipeg, near Winnipeg, in a little town by right next to the Assiniboine River. And so I never heard of remote viewing, and what I'm saying is that I'm not what they call a trained remote viewer. I don't work for the CIA, but I am going to explain what I saw and what I believe, how it resonates or corresponds with what they call remote viewing. I believe remote viewing is, like for me, my target, because I did not know that I was targeting something that my heart and my mind began to resonate with. And so when my heart and my mind began to resonate with the specific target that I was focused on, so this is where I believe that, there are responses, right, throughout our mental bodies. And when we're tuned in, we will see the different responses, as if to say, they're okay. Say you have a book. Do I have a book? No. If we have a book, this is a book. It's got different pages. I will look at the cover. I'm interested. It's a good subject. I'm gonna begin reading the book, and through each page, there's like, of the book, just different layers of information. And so this is the way I'm seeing this whole thing. So what you're looking at here is a map how I saw it. Of course, this was in a very lucid dream, and I was beginning to understand a system of structure. I was beginning to understand. This serpent has actually, I'm going to show you quickly what this serpent represents in accordance to this, because Christian scripture wouldn't be the first to say that God created the world with sound. And I think they all agree on that. Now, in this dream, I was looking from your point, like you're viewing this now from this camera's eye, and you've got a bird's eye view. And so that's what I had. I had a bird's eye view of this world as this. And what I saw in coordination, in correspondence, was what I'm going to call an earth cross. And it went like this. It went through the center of North America. It went up here through Sri Lanka. And it went like a Celtic cross perfect Celtic cross, like that. This goes straight through Ireland and Scotland, all of the main sacred sites that mark like summer solstice, the equinoxes, so on and so forth. The part that really substantiated it for me was, you see, I saw specifically it was a Celtic cross because it had a circle, it had a cross like this. And so what I saw was energy. I saw an energy cross. Like when you look at a battery, you see a cross on a red cross on the terminal, and that's your terminal. That's where you put your cable, right? Now, what specifically I was pointed out was from this location in the geographical center of North America, which is Winnipeg, human rights. And this is what I saw right here. Here is that serpent, okay? And that serpent represents a wavelength like this. Now, this is, of course, this is showing you the Celtic knot work. It's sound. So the Celtic knot work is earth sound, earth sound. So Celtic equals 312. That equals earth. Okay? And 312. That equals create. You need energy to create. And so this is exactly what I saw. So from this location right here, at the human rights, there's a foot. Now, this is what really substantiated, because it's fine to have an abstract dream, but to wake up and to actually then go and discover the points and connect the dots. Look, here in Sri Lanka, there's a foot at Adam's Peak. Four main religions of the world, all agree that this is where Adam or Shiva or Buddha or what's the other one? Muslims agree that it was Adam, yeah, I believe. Anyway, you can look this up for yourself. But here there is a foot at the main floor of the Human Rights Building, which is like an inverted spiral of energy. Then you go through the North Pole, through this line right here to Adam's Peak, and these are harmonic measurements here. From here, there. This is double the distance here. Okay? So this shows harmonics. Harmonics has to do with energy and sound. So this is the say the standing waveform of the Celtic cross of the earth energy, because energy is cross. So the Celtic cross shows the harmonic energy of the earth. And I believe, I do believe that this is the original time-space marker. I believe that these two locations, whether or not like that this human rights was designed as a vortex spiral, they put a foot in the bottom floor, and then at Adam's Peak, I believe that this is a marker that the ancients put there. They put it there for a reason. And I believe that through this line, you see foot, there's no mistake. If I show you that foot equals light, so if I said to you, I saw a path of light, a footpath, a light path of sound energy. And see, so this is the Celtic cross. And I believe that this right here is how the longitude lines of Earth are laid out in accordance with Greenwich, England. But in this cross runs dead center Ireland, okay? So I believe that this is the original Earth cross. And I believe that there are dots and angles for us to connect on this. Now, today is Monday, and I'm just going to connect some dots for you guys, just to show you. Now I'm going to just, this could be the Gleason's map, as it is, all right, as it says on the Gleason's map, the equidistant timepiece map, all right? So, like, everything is correspondent here. And there's no mistake. There's absolutely no mistake. This here is 97 degrees longitude. This here, I believe, is 80, 81, but the difference is 2.369 degrees from this being perfect, what do they call it, antipodal, equal opposites. It's a 2.369 degree difference, and that's like 2 degrees is that's known as a 2 degrees is a power point. And of course, you know, 369, there's no mistake. That's as well has to do with a powerful point. Now, today, Monday, is ruled by the moon. Let me rub this out. And the things I'm talking about here, like Monday being ruled by the moon, that's not an arbitrary thing. That is to say that according to the ancients, Monday being ruled by the moon is the fastest. Say if we were doing the days by, you know, judging them by their currency or their frequency, they're not just named arbitrarily, they're named according to their frequency. So the moon equals 342, okay? As well, the moon 342 is the same value as our pineal. And as well, 342 is the value of human. And I know I've gotten, you know, comments where people seem to be upset about what I'm saying. And I'm trying to do this the best way I can. I never ever plan to be a YouTube right, sensation like I am to get like 25 views on this video, but never planned on it. This is all out of necessity to share this information. My content was there before. I never ever planned on or wanted to be a YouTube deal. It's not who I am. Okay, 342. That's a frequency. That is the gematria or the geometry of moon. If we go up here, 300. See, this would be 360 degrees right here, okay? So if we go, say, 12 degrees in here, this is the moon right here. 3, 4, 2 degrees. All right. So in the morning, I do a what's called a square mantra. And that's what, to me, what it is. It's a harmonic rights. So of course a square is made of 4 right angles. And so the frequency in the correspondent in the nature of my meditation is beginning my week in a right manner, in a harmonic nature of square. So the significance is big for me. So here I'm just going to draw out square. So this is 432. We all recognize that. And then coming down here, 522. This is justice, truth, justice. We all know about that sliding scale. It's good to try to keep it on course though. All right. So that. I wish I had more time to do this, and I wish some gatekeeper would pick this up and take it on to present it properly. Because, you know, like I do my best and I do these live presentations, but the truth is I'm really not interested in the YouTube presentation thing. Okay. Now, I said this was a remote viewing, and as far as I'm concerned, yes, I was like taken by some kind of a dream guide. I saw this, but there's more. But because before I saw this, I heard this. It said 414 is your number, okay? So this 414 was a point of interest. I got it through here. It was like clear audio in a dream. And doesn't make me crazy. But how it all came together was pretty interesting. Because here, say this is 0 degrees Capricorn. This is around the Christmas time where the sun regenerates, where we have Christmas, where baby Jesus is found in the manger, right? So if we look here, I'm going to connect the dots so to show you how everything lines up and how all the days have this very interesting, perfect geometry that is undeniable. So from 414, 72 degrees. So this is Saturn, 558 degrees temperament, right? Because 360, 180 plus 18 degrees, 198, 360 again is 558, which is correspondingly Saturn, okay, or harvest, or 7th, okay. So like I said, there's I think I'm going to call it the march, the march of days, because they're mnemonic, archetypal resonant chain harmonics, and that could be the march, the march of days. Okay, so let's say that the march is a mnemonic archetypal resonant chain harmonic. And that's what all of this is, and that's what this is And that's what all of this is. Perfect correspondence. Okay, 558. So you go then 72 degrees goes up to 342. Then say come down here to 6 degrees, 486, which is Venus. All right, according to name, right? So the powers are in the names. See? And this is where the light should come on, because power is in the names. And this is the star that is the star of regeneration, because this is where the sun rises at the winter solstice, right here. And then as it goes out 72 degrees by 2, you see the names, you see the powers of the names. Now, yesterday it was Sunday. I'm just going to do this now since we're here, and I got a little bit of time, but not much. So sun, 324, okay, degrees. That's the name of the sun. In the power of the name is the sound, 324. Now I'm going to do this fixed cross here, which, see, now that goes across there 90 degrees. See what I'm saying? This goes down to, see, sun comes down to 504, which is, yeah, Pluto. But it is the name Sunday. And I can't begin to tell you how perfect this is. Now, what we're going to find here, 90 degrees from here, come over to here, which is 594, is the value of Jupiter. Okay, so I'm not showing you stuff that I made up. That gives you now a perfect square. Okay, so we've got Sunday and Monday via the 414. Okay, we've got also via the 414 sunrise, that's Friday, right? Via this, we've got Monday and Saturday. So then you're seeing now what look, it's taken like 10 years for this to unfold like this, through this, obviously you're given a dream. The dream is like your number's 414. You're targeted. You're focused on a specific song. Like I was learning a song. It was called May Morning Dew. But what I found was May Morning Dew is a song with a structure that holds secrets for all this stuff, apparently, accordingly. And so in the resolve of the whole thing comes these incredible correspondences that you just cannot deny, right? So look at like this star right here does Monday, Friday, Saturday, okay? But inside here, this does another, like from here, perfect Polar opposite is Tuesday or Mars, 306. Okay? Like I mean you can check it out, but what I'm here to say that this is just not made up. It's not made up. This is a framework of intelligence that is behind a sound, that is behind a standing waveform, and that's how our world is created. Like, because also what I'm showing you is like I asked for it, and I believe that uh, it comes a time in a human's life where it's like, yeah, you get your three wishes. You know what I mean? Like when the genie comes out of the bottle, and because you've rubbed it enough times, it comes out. It says, "Okay, you got three wishes. What do you want?" I asked to see uh, the face of Jesus. I asked to see angels. I asked even to see Satan because um, you gotta know this guy. It's all there's to it. Like if you're gonna wake up in this world, you have to look at two sides of the coin, right? And so I really wanted to understand the mind, and I was like, this is tough. Being a human, being in this, it's right. It's a tough ordeal, but again, it's also there are many rewards. So I really I wanted to see the mind. So I really I can't argue with this. Like when I was taken up and I was shown the center node of North America, where it's got a brass foot in the floor, and then up here on the top of this mountain in Adams Peak, there's another foot, and they're double, right? This is half of this, and it's on harmonic lines. Like, come on, like, okay, did I actually see, was I actually seeing like the earth as it is? I don't like what I saw was a diagram. I saw a diagram of energy. And then when I woke up, I cross referenced, I followed the path, and I located the points, and that substantiated the connections to the names, which are like perfect. It's fine if it's like one, but it's all of them. And so let's coin it right now. The march of days are in perfect angular. The dots connect, the sounds connect. Like if you play this Mars with Venus, it is the sound of sex. I mean, I don't know what else to say except for that, you know? And uh, furthermore, we're not finished because the most elusive is Wednesday, which is which is above and below. This is the two sides of the coin. This is the part of us that can go above and below. It has freedom to go through the worlds. So through this lower world here, the foot is on the bottom, and then to the upper world here, where the foot is on the top. And then cross-reference, this goes through the sacred sites of the Druids. This is the Celtic or the earth energy cross as it is. This 0 degrees right here, that runs through Greenwich. Um, there's something funny going on here with all of this in terms of harmonics and the archetypal natures in terms of, scripture, because this lines up with scripture as well. It lines up with mythology. Certainly lines up with astrological names. And I believe that, say, corresponding with Carl Jung, whatever his name is, he spoke of the substrate mandala of the human mind, where it all goes back to the same harmonic layout. And I believe that we are microcosms, and this is then to say that we share the pages. We share the same pages with the macrocosm. And this guy right here, you've probably seen this guy on a cross. So in the nature, like, this is an innocent animal, really, and stuffed toy. But when you see a serpent going on a cross like this, think about his nature, right? Like, he is the first to go to a safe place. He is on this cross going to a node of peace. He is doing what Jesus told us to do first: seek peace, seek the kingdom, right? And that is the trick. That is the trick to the day. That is, I believe, the trick to the system is you're not using this to control the world. You're using this to resolve your inner world. You're wanting to connect your earth, your heart, which is at the center. That's what it is. It's not a ball. Your heart is like a drum. Yes, it's flat. It's tension field, and the center is still. And from here to here, let's say this is Adam's Peak. Let's say that the heart of North America is human rights. Okay, and then you got from there to there. Let's imagine there's a light. There's a wavelength from here to there. Foot that is on my head, and there's a foot at the center of my heart. So there's correspondence. Let's look at this. Where is the foot in the heart found? It is at the center of North America, at the base, at the foundation, the floor of the human rights. What is 342? His human. Come down here, you got the star of human rights. What is 486? 486 is rights. Calculate it. It is. It is. Okay? Look. Human rights. Sun rise. 414. Hey, there's many names to reflect. Even one reflect. Okay? That is your number. Reflect on this. And then you go down here to the Lord of the harvest. Power is in that name. This is no more than a standing wave of yourself, of your own self, and of the earth and of the heavens. So the whole monad acts together, or responds together, or resonates together. And there are many pages to this. You know, like superhero school, where you've got, that's a story. And stories are like this. They rise from the beginning. Or like Capricorn is 582, is the present, or it is a story. It's a beautiful story. So, guys, I gotta go. I got a busy day today. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe. My apologies if I'm not up to par with the YouTube standards of being a content creator. It is not my intention. My intention is to kind of seed this into the awareness of what we truly are in subconscious, and bring it to the conscious. Open the book and see that everything's perfect. Okay, bye. Thank you.